Meaningful ways to express appreciation. Someone does something for you and you really want to say thank you, but you want to do it in a more meaningful way than just saying thanks. Anybody can just say thanks or thank you or hey, I appreciate that. You want to do something that really lands with the person. Well, today I'm going to go through several different tactics that you can take that can really help you not only understand appreciation better, but grow a level of appreciation in yourself and help to make a deeper impact on those around you, which is going to improve your relationships, deepen the communication that you have with others, and lower your stress. If that sounds good to you, stick around. But first, check and see if you're a subscriber here. And if not, click that subscribe button and the little bell so that you learn the next time that we drop a video like this to help you live a happier, more connected life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
When someone has done something for us and we want to say thank you, but we want to really let them know that it means a lot to us, there are several things that we can do. But first, you need to understand that the desire to express gratitude is really a self-serving practice, because when we express gratitude, we expect to get those positive messages back. So it starts this positivity loop. So the desire to say thank you isn't only to make sure that the person who's done something beautiful for you knows that you appreciate it. It's also your own deep desire to feel thanked in return. Sometimes I'll receive a thank you from someone if I've done something, and it's so nice that I want to send a thank you back. And I'm like, well, what's a thank you? No, thank you. No, thank you. There's this loop between me and the other person, just because the expression of the gratitude feels so good that there is a natural propulsion to just keep it going. So understand that first so that you can unravel why it's so important to you that you do this in the first place. All right, first of all, when you're expressing gratitude, let's think about how we walk around in our normal lives. We usually use the same words over and over, day in and day out. And that's why certain things like the word love, oh, I love that. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I love you. I love you. It depends on the inflection. It depends on the context. It depends on a lot to determine the meaning of what does love really mean to you in that moment. You could take a bite of something delicious and say, ooh, I love this. Well, does that rival the love that you have for your partner? Probably not. It's like a different meaning for love. It's just, I really, really, really like this. So let's think about that. You take a bite of something and you say, oh, I love this. But it's the same word that you use to describe your devotion to your partner, or the feelings that you have toward your parents or your children or other family members or dear, dear friends. Number one, let's use our words. There are millions, billions of words that are available to you, no matter what language you naturally and natively speak. Use different words. So that's number one. If you really, really want to express gratitude, don't just fall to that thank you. It's kind of like, oh, love this. No, don't just fall to that. Use words to express how you really feel. A neighbor of mine showed up with flowers one day for me. She grows these beautiful flowers in her yard, and she just showed up with them kind of all wrapped up. And she said, I'm sorry, I don't have a vase to give you, but I know that you love these. So I just wanted you to have them. The rain's coming and it'll really beat them up. So I thought that they'd have a longer life if they were in your house. It was so sweet of her. Her name's Carolyn. And I said, Carolyn, that is so thoughtful of you. I do love these flowers. Thank you for thinking of me. It means a lot to me. Not only that you realize how much I appreciate your flowers, but I appreciate that you grow them because I get to enjoy them from my window every day, because I have a window that I look out mostly every day, and the flowers are in her yard. I can see from that window. I said, but I will love to have them in the house. It's very, very kind of you to kind and considerate of you to do that. Well, that is a person that I just kind of have that sort of a relationship with. I like to bake, I like to cook. And she likes to, and she's a little bit older and really likes to enjoy sweet treats now and again. So when I make brownies or when I make cookies or I even do these other little candies that I make, I'll always put a small bag together. Now she's told me not to give her too many at one time because she said she'd eat them all. So I give her a small helping. Um, and I'll leave them on her back porch with a little bow and a note, like just enjoy. And we do these things for each other all the time. So that's really number two. Number one, use your words. Find other words than just, oh, thanks. She could have handed me those flowers. I said thanks. It would have meant so much to me, but all she got was a little thanks. Instead, I used a few more words, a few deeper expressions, and I really allowed her to know, here's why this means a lot to me. I think it's very thoughtful, very, very kind. You could have just let the rain beat them up and whatever, no skin off your back. But you thought a day ahead of time before the storm came. And hey, that means a lot to me that somebody would think of me like that. Thank you. What a great neighbor, right? And so she does the same thing when I leave her the candy. She's like, uh-oh, a little treat dropper left something on my porch. I'm really going to enjoy these with my afternoon tea. Thanks for always thinking of me. I always give her just the first couple that come out of any batch. I just allow whatever to cool and then just boop, pop it right over to her. That's just my default. That is number two. Number one, use your words. Number two, get into the mindset, get into the habit of just doing things, just paying things forward. Instead of thinking that you should wait for someone to do something for you before you express appreciation, get into the mindset of you are so appreciative of everything that you have, everything that you are given, everything that has flown to you in this font of abundance, that you are going to live in an appreciative state of mind. In a few weeks, we're going to drop a video here for you about what actually is mindset, because I'm always talking about mindset. So I do want to make sure that you're subscribed so you get a notification about that one. But that's really what I'm talking about, is the mindset, having your mind focused on gratitude. One of the things, if you've watched here at all, ever, probably almost every video here, I have encouraged you to have the first thought of your day in gratitude, or I've encouraged you every day, write down at least one thing for which you are truly grateful. That predisposes your mind, your mindset, the way that you're thinking, the way that your thoughts are oriented. It predisposes you to constant expressions of gratitude and appreciation. And when you live your life in that sort of energy, it means more to other people. Okay. So just imagine yourself walking throughout your day, just doing a random act of kindness, just because. That's what I'm talking about. So making sure that so number one was use different words. Number two is really make sure that your actions are in the orientation of a gratitude or an appreciation pattern. Number three is focus on gratitude every day, focus on appreciation every day, so that can really become your energy. And number four, random acts of kindness. Do things just because. And this is why, remember earlier, I said, when we want to say thank you, when we want to express appreciation, it's really self-serving. It's both. It's not just self-serving, but it's really self-serving because we desire that energy back. Well, when you put that energy out, you automatically get it back. So you be the one that starts that trail. And when you start to live in that energy, any gratitude that you're expressing to others is honest, it is authentic, and it is earnest, and they're going to feel that. When if two little kids are having a problem and the teacher or the parent or whatever says, tell him that you're sorry, and they're like, sorry, and you're like, that kid isn't sorry. It's the same way with appreciation and gratitude. Oh, thanks. Oh, they didn't really appreciate that. But if you really start to live with that energy, it's the energy that you're sensing there. It's the energy of the situation. It's the energy of the communication. It's the energy of the person. And if you're really living in that energy, then you'll get it. So other than random acts of kindness, what are some things that you can do to express gratitude, just generally speaking? Be respectful on the regular. Just have respect be your default mode. Even if you feel like the people around you aren't deserving of your respect, this is real big in online forums. You can see it all the time. People just go in there and trash each other. And I'm like, what? Why are we lowering ourselves? Where does that thought process come from? Why are we lowering ourselves to a different level? There's no point in that nastiness, so respect always. And think of it like this. If you are acting in a way that is respectful toward you and your energy, then you're behaving in a way that's respectful toward others. Other ways, obviously when we're out and we appreciate a server or service person, something like that, we'll tip them. There are different things that you can do. It's not always monetary, but just different expressions. Just this morning, I had to go down to a government building. I needed to get some tags for my vehicle arranged, and got a new vehicle and needed a new license plate. And I walked in the building, and the county clerk in my area actually opened the door to the building for me and said hello. And I've never met her face to face before. And so I had a conversation with her, and she's just beautiful. She's beautiful. She's very, very petite, but she's just gorgeous. She looks like she's about to head out to a runway show. And I said, I just have to say, you are so beautiful. And she grabbed my arm and she said, so are you. You're beautiful too. And just giving somebody that little bit, it felt so good. And she was all made up and had her hair all done and looked great. And I was not. First thing in the morning, I was standing outside on the sidewalk before the government building opened so that I could get it done and get on with my day. And but she saw something beautiful in me, and I saw something more than one thing beautiful in her. She had beautiful exterior, but also just the energy that she was carrying with her was just really beautiful. And so we exchanged that. That is a way to express appreciation, not false compliments, but truly going and expressing to someone something that you honestly, from a heart place, believe about them. Let's see what else is in my notes. Another way is volunteering in your community. That expresses appreciation. One of my favorite gifts to give people around the holidays, we celebrate Christmas. So I love to make donations in someone else's name. So this donation is being made in honor of this person. And that way I can give to the community. My friends and I don't need stuff. We don't need anything, so like giving gifts, I will bake, and I do homemade and handmade things and give them to my friends. I paint, I'm very creative, but I also will do this because that is a way of impacting the community, which has a different level of meaning to us than, if somebody's just going to hand somebody else something with a bow on it. So, volunteer, donate if you're able, donate of your time, donate of your finances if you're able. That's just another way to live in that constant expression of appreciation. Well, hopefully this video has helped you understand gratitude and appreciation better and kind of get into that energy, that mode of living it, really making it your life. If you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't already, subscribe and hit the bell, because we are dropping videos every week to help you live a better life. I'll see you next time.